Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Top 5 and 5. 5 stocks covered in 5 minutes. So what we're going to do today is really focus on what I'm looking at are essentially 5 longs. And the market may be putting in a short-term bottom. We're going to have to see more work. But I just want to touch base on one thing. We're going to look at the support level right now and just kind of understand where we're at. So here's your support level, okay? And right now you are right near that break, right? And then you break and you hold the 50-day. You open above the 50-day. You go through major resistance because support and resistance flip. You close there, okay? And then on top of closing there, what do? Right? You close above the 50 and you close above support. Okay, this is also a pattern. It's a candlestick pattern. It's referred to as a bullish harami. So you might want to look at the videos at the end. One of the videos talks specifically about these kinds of patterns, and it's about 10 minutes long. It's worth your time. So let's just jump into the ideas. So the first one is Apron. Now, it did have a decent move today, and we're just looking at this for a long. That's all we're doing. We're looking for a simple long trade to get in and up in this and try and stay in it. It's been a monster. It's just been all over the place. But let's just talk about these levels. 1170, you just happen to close right there, okay? And then here's 1235. So I'm going to just make this super simple. What you're looking for is to get in and up and then see how it reacts to the 1235 level. So all you're looking for tomorrow is see if this can get above that 1178. Let's call it 1180. If you can get above 1180 and push, watch how you respond to this level. This is a huge cup. It's enormous. Now, with that said, if I can get through this, you may come back down, test, and go. But this is setting up. This is setting up for a monster move. So I like this a lot. And with the news today, they're going to get a lot of attention being on Amazon's Alexa for recipes. It's just, they're going to drive a lot of traffic to the site, and I think that I think this may continue. Ulta had earnings tonight, and they were excellent. I mean, there's really very little to say about it. So what we saw, let's put this off pre and post for a moment. Okay, and what we're going to look for here is this is where you closed right on the 50 and you flipped it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to look at pre and post data, and then we're just going to look at this on a 15-minute chart to see if we can determine what was going on. And let's get rid of these indicators. So here's your range, okay, from the first 15 minutes. So what we're going to look for tomorrow is we're just going to look to see if we get a pop over there. There was no holes in this report. It was very well done. So I don't really see any reason why that's going to be an issue. What you might see as an issue is you might see some resistance points up here. Okay, 411, our high was 412, and you might see some resistance up here at 418. But using that level that we just pointed out, if you use that level, it should be able to get you in and up and then see how you respond to these levels to move your stop up. The goal would be to see if we break 418, because if we break that, it's going to go a lot higher. This has been a fairly decent base for the past couple months. As always, subscribe to this channel and click notifications because what we go over here is extremely timely. So, Apple. So here's why. Okay, I think it's very poignant that today, of all days, when this market could have gotten killed, right? We were set up perfectly to come in. This is down 39 basis points on the premise that they may have slow iPhone sales, okay, based upon supply or demand. This is what this is where we're at. Okay, so all we did was come all the way down, test, and I just want to point this out real quickly. You flip here, break, gap lower, which means you should test this. You test it, and then you close over the open after all this. This means that there was buying all day long. However light, there was buying all day long. And this really is not breaking down. It's just kind of hanging out around there. So I don't see that as a negative either. For a simple trade, 164.36 is what you're looking for. But, just to kind of put this in perspective, okay, we are back over that line. That's exactly where you want to be. So this could go tomorrow. This could get back up to 170. Snow, we had great earnings. This was in the top 5 at 5 yesterday. We gave a key level at 347. Look, it executed well. What I really like about it, I really like how we acted today. Now let's take this pre and post off. And what we're going to focus on is just where you're sitting at right now. Again, extremely simple trade, 361.55. But look at this. Now you have a huge wedge just sitting there. You'll have to see how you respond to the 368 level, but getting through that 361.55, you could have continuation of this. And the fact that the RSI is now trying to get back over 50 leads me to believe that that's the case. So please share this video. It helps me get in front of more people, which is what I would like. YouTube will only help me is if I put ads in the middle of this with their algorithm. So if you find value, share it. If you don't find value, don't share it. So this is going to be the 5th one that we're going to go over. And I just want to talk about this for a moment. There's a couple key things here. One, yes, we are bottom fishing here. But 2, when you know how to draw your support and resistance lines properly and you know what to look for, okay, you can start seeing levels like this. Okay, this is a reversal today. Okay, this RSI, if you haven't watched this RSI video, look how you reversed here, right under and undercut, and now you closed at a higher high that is essentially the it's 1, 2, 3, 4th highest. Look where you're at, 4th highest close. So that's really what you're looking for, some kind of reversal like that, and you have it here. I'm not saying you're going back to here anytime soon, but I think what we're going to find out, what we're seeing so far, is that we're not seeing the big scare that we once saw in regards to travel. We're seeing certain moves. We're not seeing the big scare we thought we might see. So look for 2187 here, and then you're basically looking for, I'd say, let's do 2188 just to be safe. And I'm just looking for it to bounce up here and fill that gap up to that 2325 level. Again, it's really important for you to learn how to draw support and resistance lines. It's very important for you to focus on RSI and understanding that it's one of the only leading indicators that's out there. So to learn this with candlesticks will elevate your game. So you might want to take a look at these videos. Have a good night, everyone. Trade sharp.